Hey guys, D1sco here, and so I was looking at some old videos of ours, and apparently I've never actually talked about this. Um, in case you're wondering, I have a past video of ours on the screen. It's also fitting that Orange in this past video is playing as Freddy, because that's sort of who I'm talking about. But today we're going to talk about the only killer adept I've ever gotten by myself. For those of you who don't know, there's two people on this channel, me and Orange is really good at killer in Dead by Daylight. So he is the one. So he's got him, and he's gotten me every single adept, the killer adept on PS4 except for Nurse, Xenomorph. I don't even have Xenomorph yet, so Nurse and Xenomorph are what we're missing right now, and we'll be missing the next killer as well. But that's besides the point. So on PC, I was playing. So on PC, this was earlier this year. This was made somewhere in May, June, or July. I don't actually remember. Um, Orange had to come over for the weekend, and I don't know if this was a weekend where we filmed a single video or not. This might not have been, but I honestly can't remember. But I was he was playing something on my PS4. I think he might have been playing Dead by Daylight on my PS4, just helping me get some progress for something. I don't fully remember, but I was just kind of goofing off on my laptop, and he had looked over at one point, and with one, I believe there was one gen left, and I had a 1K, and that last gen did get popped if I remember correctly, but it just sort of worked. I don't know. It just everything worked out. I remember like finding people somewhat easily, sort of at the end there. I wouldn't say, insanely easy, but you know what I'm trying to say. And it just sort of worked out that I got a. And I was casually playing, like I wasn't even trying, and I'm already very bad at the game, specifically as killer. So, me casually playing, that should not have happened. I think that might have been when they changed it from getting merciless to just needing a 4K. But I think it, but I can't. Yeah, it must have been because it was earlier this year, I believe. But I was just casually playing him, and I remember. So what I remember doing was I would hook someone. I would hook a survivor, and then I would place a dream snare by the hook as like audio cue, and then when the exit gates were powered, I had put two by the exit. If I'm remembering correctly, again, might not be. I might be thinking of a completely different game. We've played so much of this game, and it's been so long I can't fully remember, but I do know that I believe when the last gate had popped, I think I managed to get a free K, and then when they went to a gate, and because I had those snares, I heard them, managed to down them, get the 4K, and yeah, I got merciless. So Freddy. So for anyone who doesn't know, I am a Freddy main, but I'm notoriously bad as him. But this particular match, everything just sort of clicked into place for me. Um, occasionally, occasionally that happens. For the most part, I'm very bad at killer. I don't play killer very much. If I have something that involves a killer other than Freddy, I let Orange handle it because he's so much better than I am. So much better. Um, if you want a bit more, a better representation of how bad I am, I did make a video, but basically making a tier list on where I personally think I am with characters. Now you gotta remember that. Now, if you do decide to watch that, just know that that if a character is like say at the top, that doesn't mean I'm good with them. That just means I'm more competent with them compared to the others. Um, but yeah, it feels good finally talking about this adept. Again, I was literally casually playing. I was just sitting on the couch. I had the laptop in my lap, and then I had the mouse on the laptop. Orange was right next to me, and he at one point, because he had finished whatever he was doing, he was just watching me play, and even he was like, for your first match back to the game, like you're doing pretty good right now. And then I managed to 4K get the achievement. Like I don't know if either of us expected it. Um, if Orange does this end up watching this, hopefully he'll. Uh, I think it would be cool for him to leave a comment about what he remembers from the event, sort of just um, just like what he actually does remember about it. But again, I can't remember much of it. It also feels kind of weird bringing back story time, and I'd like to clear up a misconception about that that might be spreading, because the original story time videos were me talking about rough matches I had had, and that was it. But I always had plans to do other things with it, if that makes sense. It wasn't supposed to just be me like, oh, just being all negative and talking about rough games. I have